All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be diving deep into some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah,
We've got a new water bowl for pets, and then a couple of portable power banks that are, well, not your average power banks.
not at all. These are pretty cutting edge.
Definitely. So whether you're like super into tech or a huge pet lover or just curious about like what's out there,
hmm
we're going to be uncovering some pretty awesome gadgets.
I think what's so fascinating about these products is how they both kind of tap into this need we all have
Yeah.
for more, like freedom.
Freedom, definitely. To not be tied down by a power outlet or
Right?
by constantly having to worry about like if your pet has enough water.
Exactly. It's all about that peace of mind.
So let's jump right in. First up, we've got this 1.5L cat dog water bowl with anti-overflow slow water feeder dispenser.
Catchy.
Right. Quite a mouthful. But this thing promises to solve like a lot of problems for pet owners.
Oh, yeah.
No more spills, no soggy fur, no more wondering, did my pet drink enough today?
And it's not just about the convenience for the owner. This bowl actually helps pets develop healthier drinking habits.
Ooh, how so?
Well, you know how dogs and cats, they tend to gulp down water super fast.
Yeah, my dog does that all the time.
And that can lead to choking, vomiting, even bloating.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that serious.
It can be. So this bowl, with its floating plate design, it kind of limits how much water is accessible
I see.
at once, so they can't just guzzle it all down.
That's so smart.
And then any excess water gets diverted through these overflow holes.
No more messes.
Exactly. And with a 1.5-liter capacity,
That's a lot of water.
it is. So you can rest assured knowing your furry friend has enough to drink all day long.
Even if you're out of the house for a while.
Exactly. It's peace of mind for the owner and hydration for the pet.
I love it. Okay, so speaking of freedom, let's move on to portable power. We've got this 10,000 millar mobile power bank.
This one's a beast.
For those of us who are always on the go, need our devices,
Absolutely.
Got to stay connected.
Key thing here is capacity.
Mm.
10,000 milliamp hours. That's enough to charge your smartphone multiple times without needing an outlet.
Wow, so no more frantically searching for an outlet at the airport.
Nope. Perfect for traveling, camping, even power outages.
It's like a lifesaver for our digital lives.
It really is. And it's not just about raw power either. This power bank is intelligent.
Intelligent features, they say. What does that even mean?
It means it optimizes charging to protect your devices. You've got an LED indicator showing you how much battery is left,
Okay.
intelligent USB output, and current control to prevent overcharging and short circuits.
Oh, wow. So it's like a safety net for my phone.
Exactly, making sure it gets the power it needs safely.
I love that. And let's talk about fast charging, because who doesn't want that?
Right. Imagine you're out and about, your phone's dying, and you need to make a call.
Oh, I've been there.
This power bank can give your phone a quick boost of power, get you back up and running in no time.
So much better than waiting forever for it to charge.
Much better. And this thing is built to last, too. It can handle some pretty extreme temperatures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from -20 to 60 degrees Celsius. Hot desert, no problem. Freezing winter, it can take it.
That's impressive. So this power bank is definitely ready for anything.
Oh, absolutely. Just like you.
Okay. Now for our last gadget today, we've got something a little, shall I say, more stylish.
A little more sleek.
Exactly. The conventional mobile power supply.
This one's all about design and portability.
It is. Sometimes you don't need like a massive power reserve. You just need something to get you through the day.
Right, just a little boost.
And this one slips right into your pocket or purse, super lightweight.
Convenience is key.
And it comes in multiple colors, so you can find one that, fits your style.
It's like a fashion accessory that's actually useful.
Totally. And you can choose between 3,300 and 5,000 millirad capacities.
So there's an option for everyone.
I do have to ask, though, the description says emergency capsule design.
Yeah.
Is this a power bank or a survival kit?
I think it's just a fun way to make a functional item a bit more interesting.
It's definitely eye-catching.
It's like a little conversation starter.
For sure. You're carrying around this little capsule, and people are like, what's in there?
Right. Adds a bit of personality to your tech.
So before we move on, let's just take a second to think about what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Get this really cool water bowl, keeps your pet hydrated, gives you peace of mind, and then these portable power banks, different levels of power and style.
Right.
But what if we think about these products as more than just gadgets? What if they're like a sign of how we're approaching problems differently?
That's interesting.
Like both pet hydration and portable power. They both kind of show that we want more freedom in our lives.
More flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to be tied down anymore.
I think you're onto something there.
Like we're not stuck at home or in the office the way we used to be.
Right, we're more mobile.
And these products, they help us break free from those limitations.
So we can work remotely, explore new places.
Even just relax knowing our pets are taken care of.
It's a whole new world of possibilities.
It really is. But let's dive deeper into this idea of freedom in part 2 of our deep dive.
Sounds good to me. So, welcome back to our deep dive. Before the break, we were talking about how these gadgets, they're like kind of giving us more freedom, right?
Totally. It's like breaking free from those old limitations, being stuck at home glued to an outlet. It's pretty cool how these things are changing the way we live.
Speaking of freedom, we were talking about that 1.5-liter water bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But what about, like, pet owners who are always on the move?
You mean people who take their pets everywhere with them?
Exactly, those adventure buddies.
Yeah. For them, a regular bowl just isn't practical.
Definitely not. That's where those portable water bottles, the ones made just for pets,
Yeah.
come in.
Those are so handy.
Total game changer for walks, hikes, even just a quick trip to the park.
And there are so many different types now.
Oh, yeah.
Some have those built-in bowls. Some have filters to, like, purify the water.
It's amazing.
There are even bottles made for specific breeds, like dogs with short snouts.
It's all about finding the right solution for your pet.
Exactly. And just like with that anti-overflow bowl, these bottles give pet owners more freedom.
To explore, to be out and about with their furry friends.
It's really cool how much thought goes into these designs,
Oh, for sure.
It's not just about giving your pet water. It's about making sure their needs are met.
Wherever they go.
Exactly. And that same kind of, like, attention to detail, that innovation.
Yeah.
We see it in those power banks, too,
Absolutely.
Remember we were talking about fast charging? Well, there's this thing called quick charge.
Oh, yeah. Quick charge is a game changer.
Tell me more. I love anything that saves me time.
Basically, it lets devices charge way faster than normal.
Like, how much faster are we talking?
Not just a few minutes, it can seriously cut down the charging time.
Whoa, that's amazing. So if my phone's about to die, I can just use a quick charge power bank and...
And boom, you're back in business.
That's incredible. No more waiting around for ages.
Nope. And as battery tech gets better, we can expect even faster charging speeds.
Wow.
And, higher capacity batteries.
So it's like our devices are becoming less dependent on, like, regular outlets.
Yeah, more adaptable to our mobile lifestyles.
Which brings us back to that theme of freedom, right?
It all comes back to freedom.
Portable power, it's not just about convenience.
It's about breaking free from those old constraints.
Like those power grids that keep us tethered.
Exactly. It's about a more dynamic, connected way of life.
And have you noticed how many power banks are made for, like, outdoor adventurers?
Oh, yeah. Those are awesome. Rugged, water resistant. Some even have solar charging.
Like they've thought of everything.
It's incredible, right?
It's like having a lifeline to the digital world, even when you're miles from civilization.
You can charge your phone, your GPS, your headlamp.
Even your camera, all without an outlet.
And with solar charging, you're using the power of the sun.
It's sustainable, eco-friendly.
It's the best of both worlds, you know?
It's amazing how much portable power has evolved from those old, bulky battery packs.
Right, to these sleek, multifunctional power banks.
The whole new level.
And it's not just about capacity and speed anymore.
Yeah, what else is there?
They've got built-in flashlights, cables, even wireless charging.
Wow, these are like the Swiss Army knives of power banks. All right, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a question to think about.
Okay, I'm listening.
So if portable power is all about freedom and independence, what does that mean for the future of how we use technology? Will we become even more reliant on our devices?
That's a good question.
Or will we find new ways to use tech to create a more balanced life? It's something to consider as we move into the final part of our deep dive. Welcome back, everybody. So before we took a little break there, we were talking about, how portable power really is about freedom, independence, all that.
Right, and how that might affect how we use technology in the future.
Exactly. Like, will our devices become even more important to us?
Well, I mean, they're already pretty essential, It's hard to imagine life without them.
No kidding. I use my smartphone for everything.
Me too.
Seriously, like directions, my calendar, my to-do list. It's practically a part of me.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. But, there's that whole other side to it, too.
You mean like the downsides?
Yeah, like all the talk about digital overload and how too much screen time can actually be, bad for you.
That's true. It's all about finding that balance, right?
Exactly. Using technology to improve our lives without letting it, like, take over.
Any tips for our listeners on how to do that?
Well, one thing you can try is having some tech-free zones or times.
Ooh, like what?
Like maybe no phones at the dinner table or an hour before bed where you just, disconnect.
I like that, creating those little pockets of time to just be present.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I've also heard of people using those apps that track screen time.
Oh, yeah, those are helpful.
They can really make you more aware of your
And to
habits.
help you cut back if you need to.
Exactly. And another thing to think about is what you're actually consuming online.
So not just mindlessly scrolling through social media all day.
Right. Try to be more deliberate, Find content that really interests you, stuff that aligns with, like, your values.
So it's about taking control, being more active in your digital life.
Absolutely. Don't just passively absorb whatever comes your way.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today, what's the main takeaway you hope listeners will remember?
I think it's about being open to new innovations, but also being aware of how they affect us.
So enjoying those conveniences, but not losing sight of what's really important.
Exactly, like our relationships, our health, and, our connection to the world around us.
Well said. Well, it's time for us to power down for today. But before we go, I want to leave everyone with one last thought.
All right, shoot.
Technology is changing so fast. Who knows what cool inventions are coming next? Maybe we'll have self-cleaning pet bowls or those tiny power banks that charge your phone from across the room.
Ha ha, anything is possible. That's what makes this such an amazing time to be alive.
It really is. We're in the middle of a tech revolution, and it's changing everything.
So stay curious, stay open-minded, and, embrace the future.
Absolutely. And don't forget to say hi, Gleed, both you and your furry friends.
Cheers to that.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, happy exploring.